Well, hello, folks. Welcome back to Elin. I'm stuffed on pizza after that break, and it's time to get back to it. Let's see. Unfortunately for me, I'm playing in a smaller. Where are you going, character? I'm playing in a smaller resolution than I want to. Simply so that A, I can upload the videos decently quick, and B, my encoder doesn't bog down, so my quests, they don't actually fit on my screen. You're gonna scroll all the way off the bottom. I don't know if there's any way to move this stuff around and fix it. I know that you can toggle the widgets here, which I don't think allows you to move things around, but maybe it makes it a little bit easier to see. Either way, we're gonna leave it like that. He told us to go investigate a cave called Nimeli. I don't really want to do that yet, because we're gonna die. But you know what, let's do it anyways. Lloydel, I want you to join me. Alright, I'll try my best not to let you down. Unfortunately, I don't have any weapons, I don't have any armor. I'm going to get my ass kicked fairly quickly. Let's put these on my hotbar. Drop off. That's a shipping crate. I don't want to get rid of my stuff. Let's see, keep this. Actually. It's like, where did that go? So I tend to keep my scrolls up here. Return, evacuation. And then if I get something like Scroll of Hero or See Invisibility or some good stack of potions, I'll put it there. I don't particularly like potions. They do have their uses. I'm sure they're incredibly amazing later on when the game gets harder. But for lower level enemies, they seem to wear off before I can do anything to the enemies. So I don't want this to be a shared container, really. I'm worried that the AI is going to just load it up with a bunch of bullshit. I don't need the adventurer's log. Drop that there. Oh, hey there. Boink, boink, boink. Now you can press F to throw whatever your thrown object is that you've got on your character. That way you don't have to run up to enemies and fight them. Holy crap. That turkey was an asshole. I'm surprised it didn't come after me. Before we leave, I want to get a bit of food here. We'll take the turkey and cook it. No fuel. Okay. We learn how to make weed stew, boiled egg, roasted fruit, meat on the bone, skewer of grilled fish, and stone-roasted sweet emo. We will pretty much be living on meat on the bone, and when time gets tough, we'll have weed stew. Well, let's cut this tree down. I need some wood. Get this fire going. Only one log. It's so sad. So sad. Eventually, we'll be able to add seasoning and stuff to it. For now, that'll do. Crowded. Oh, yeah. I forgot about this. Lloydel, I lied to you. I forgot that my charisma is absolute garbage. If you have too many people in your party, it will slow you down significantly, as far as I know. Hey, wait a minute. Don't run. We're now on the global map. We can travel great distances, but time does pass very quickly. You'll starve to death if you don't have enough food, and conditions such as poison progress more rapidly, so be careful when you move. If you have nothing to eat, try clicking on yourself. You'll be able to go look for food and treasure chests. Attacks are less frequent on the road. I don't know if I believe that. Puppy Cave is here. These places are Nefia, dungeons. You'll be spending pretty much most of your adventuring time when you're not building your town diving into these dungeons. Also, while we're on the overworld map, each map tile that is different has different resources in it. The beach, for instance, has cactus, palulu trees, shells, coral, salt, and some other stuff. Different forests have different types of trees. This is a flower field. You could go get flowers there. If you need stones or ores and stuff, you can go up to some of these little mountains, and the ones you can enter will be loaded down with stuff. it's important to get out there and explore and figure this stuff out. Like, this is a willow tree. Willow trees, their logs, I believe, are good for making your beds out of. Palulu trees on the beach are good for making furniture that you want to sell, because I believe it's beautiful, which increases the price and things like that. So get out there and explore, and just realize that each tile that looks different has different resources and things in it. So let's see. We have a mercenary and a gangster here. Now, I'm probably going to die. Which, again, doesn't matter for the first 90 days of your character, unless you're on permadeath. If you're on permadeath, you're probably fucked. You're probably going to die anyways. Since I don't have a weapon, I'm just going to hit F, which will target the nearest enemy, and then hit it again, and we'll... Oh, a fucking ghost? Are you serious? You know what? The mercenary was bad enough. The gangster, not too worried about them, but ghosts, yeah, probably going to kill me. And a gnome? I'm not leaving these stairs because... There we go. Got him. No, I'd really rather you not hit the ghost. I don't know how to... And you guys are free to tell me anything in the comments that you think might help me. I don't think you can spoil this game. And since I'm not doing this live stream, it's not really backseat gaming. I'll try to use your advice to the best of my ability, but like, how do I switch targets for what I want to throw? I left click on the gnome to attack him, but it doesn't change where I'm throwing, which is the ghost. The ghost has cast fear on my pet, so they're running away. They're going to run off into the darkness and make a whole bunch of new friends, and we're just going to leave. I'm not dying. I take it back. Yeah, I'm going to die here. So, let's throw that. I'm out of stones. I can't throw anything else. I can't sleep tonight. Damn duck! I got ducked to death. I think if you bury yourself here, it's game over. We're going to crawl up. Court of Mycelia. Hey, how long is this council going to take? What are we even discussing in the first place? Let me guess, Barrick. You've been thinking of a new poem? Since the war 15 years ago, Mycelia has been wandering in distress. A mysterious plague that struck our war-torn lands has depleted our food and financial resources. There's been constant domestic strife, not to mention discord among the nobility, and our promising heir to the Duke Jeannin has suddenly been banished. The antipathy toward Elia that has sprouted among the humans since the war has also had an unfavorable impact on the relationship between Mycelia and the other nations, as we've been advocating for a reconciliation of the two races. Oops. Did I already mention that the Empire is building new airships to take revenge on Mycelia? So what do we do now? No conclusion. Everyone has their hands already full with the problems in their own lands. You're serious as ever, Melvin. In a nutshell, we're sitting on a boat full of holes like it was made of cheese, and we've been debating all day long which holes to cover up. What are you two kids babbling about? And you, Barrick, what on earth are you bringing your goddamned Lara into the court meeting for? I'll sing you a song if you like. It might soften your stiff head a little. Barrick, you! Don't get so frustrated, Carden. Well, Beck is right. Nothing will be decided in a meeting like this. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some business to attend to. Wake up, Illuminaire. We're leaving. Ah, yes. Lord Efrond, please forgive me. Who are those people? Why are we getting a cutscene? What was that little girl? Was she sleeping standing up? In the first place, how impolite of her to doze off in this place, however much she may be a follower of my young lord. And, my young lord, to be so careless in the affairs of Mycelia. What is wrong with this country? So, we died. We get brought back. Anytime you die, you are teleported to your hearthstone or your last place that you bound yourself. Oh dear, Plump. How could you die so easily? Probably because I have not a whole lot of combat skills, and I didn't bother to craft any equipment because I just wanted to go look in the cave.
How did you even manage to die? But don't worry, I'll bring you back to life as many times as you need. Of course, dying does come with a price. You might drop some of your gold on the spot, and your stats might decrease, so it's best to avoid it if you can. However, for the first 90 days after you arrive in this land, you won't suffer any penalties from dying. So, feel free to take on all sorts of challenges and learn through experience.
Yeah, I was hoping to dive into that cave and find a weapon near the stairs that I could grab, some armor maybe, something to sell. Wasn't expecting to be swarmed by 5 enemies right off the bat. When you do die, bing bong. Oh boy, we get some mail. A letter titled Journal of Lutz, Volume 1. Journal of Lutz, Volume 1, by Lutz, the former hero. Maybe that title of former hero was just a joke all along. Everything I believed in was built on a lie. When I heard the sound of it all collapsing, I thought about leaving this world behind. But then, for some reason, I was struck by the round, innocent eyes of Michan, the gluttonous Sil. In them, I saw a small glimpse of hope for a paradise. And so, I decided to aim for the promised land. Just the two of us. Now, I live off the land in a remote forest, preparing for the journey ahead. Who this letter, written in a sleepless night, will reach, I'm looking forward to finding out. Lutz, the former hero in the remote forest. I wonder which remote forest that is. And I have no idea who Lutz is. If he's from the first game, feel free to let me know. I don't think he is, but I don't know. Also, these little things here, you can click on them. They make cute sounds. So, these letters, for now, I'm going to place it here. Eventually, I'm going to save all this stuff, okay? I'm going to have all these letters on their own little bookshelf. I'm going to have shelves of books filled with spells and all the other types of stuff. I'm a collector. Play this like Animal Crossing. Collect everything. Go out on a limb, see what you can do. Build a museum. Up your tourism rate. Do it all. But what I need to do right now is meditate. Pass out in front of the crafting bench. Come on. I told you to. Pass out. I know it sucks. You don't have a bed. It's just how it is. When you sleep, you can occasionally dream of recipes, so we've learned how to improve our string. She is drunk, we could get a little bit more tail. I don't think I want to lose karma right now, so we're going to pass on that. Let's see what's on here. We're not going back to that cave yet. Look for a puppy. No, because the puppy's in more combat. I need to craft some stuff before we start getting into combat. There'll be a few videos for that, maybe. So, what do you want, Lloydel? What's with that outfit of yours? Are you taking the frontier business lightly? I don't scold serious pioneers, but I absolutely despise those who treat the frontier as a game or a fanciful dream. Those without commitment are to leave this land. No questions asked. So, I was about to teach you the essence of farming, but with that nearly naked getup, you're hardly fit for farm work. Your attitude has raised doubts in my mind. So first, I need to test your potential as a pioneer. Craft me a hoe and a shovel all on your own. Once you've managed to put together those 2 farming tools, come back and talk to me. Oh, we're gonna have to get to work here in a second, just building a whole bunch of stuff. Sawmill, I need stones for that. Fishing rod, I'm not really gonna build a fishing rod. Tinkerer's table, good lord. Okay. I'm just going to start cutting down all of the trees in the base. This is kind of jumping ahead, but every single plant alive on your map lowers its fertility stat, which is bad for farming because you don't need these plants eating up the life essence that you're going to be using to grow things like berries and corn and tomatoes and a whole bunch of other crap. So at some point, we're going to go and eradicate every single plant off of this map. We learn how to make vine bush. Okay. You know what? Just cut it all down. Look! A herb! Sometimes there's colorful plants growing in the wild. These are called medicinal herbs, or sometimes just herbs, and they're really good for your health if you eat them. Of course, they can be used as seasoning too. If you grind them into powder using a mortar, they can also become ingredients for all kinds of medicines. Okay, that's how you make powder, a mortar. Why don't you open your backpack and take a look at the herb you just picked? You'll see effects listed in brackets like hemostatic. These are called item traits, and when you craft with them, these characteristics carry over to the finished product. For instance, if you make a bandage using a hemostatic or an antidote herb as an ingredient, well, exactly, you get it. Each color of herb has different effects, so it's a good idea to collect a whole rainbow of them. Colorful in more ways than one. Get it? Colorful? No, I'm retarded. You gotta remember that. I'm the holy retard, okay? I'm not gonna get a whole bunch of stuff. It's gonna go over my head. And just so you know, this is the worst part of starting out. Not having enough stamina to do anything. Seeds and flowers, I'm not going to put in here because flowers will rot and become useless. Seeds, I don't really plan on planting like a tree garden, so I don't need them. I'm not going to hang on to them because I'm going to have a ton of them. Sell the flour too. I'm going to eat the turkey on a bone before it rots because it's probably going to happen soon. And we're going to crash again. I guess this video is going to be a lot of resource gathering around the base. I want to get my bed built so I can sleep and get full stamina. We need grass for that. Some other crap. Excuse me, goose. You might be able to kick my ass, but you know, it's a fight that I'm willing to risk. Berries. Oh, goody, trash. Trash accumulates fairly quick. What did I level up? My gathering skill increased. I need to build... Oh, it's a rabbit. I was like, what is that? I need to build at some point. Garbage bin. There's a whole bunch of things I'm going to have to do, damn it. I don't want to... Believe it or not, I do not want to throw my trash away. Trash is not completely worthless. Exhausted already. It is worthless in the sense that you will get no money for it. But it does have uses, so keep your garbage bags until... you know what? Crim is good to keep. Blueberries will spoil in a few days. Crim stays good for quite a while. Look at all that money. Oh my goodness. Flowers are going to make us rich. If you need money early on, going around and picking flowers might be a good way to do it. Hungry. Eat these till I puke out blueberries from my nose. Okay. Let me see. What else do I need for this bed? Got it. Leaves. Say, eventually I want to have a bed for everyone in town here. We're going to place it right underneath the tree. Bloated. That's fine. Being bloated isn't the worst thing. Pass a little bit of gas on the enemies. Get them confused. Might poison them. Hello, petite. Nasty little slime things. Wow. Can I have some mushrooms? No, they're mine. And besides, you're magical. You can probably... Do you even eat? What do you subsist on? Cheap! Why am I cheap? Wait. I don't think I told her no last time. What did she write in my adventure log? Blah, 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 blah. Food, sleep, rest. Okay. I don't know what it was. Don't care anymore. Reinforced plank blocks. Oh. Okay, we can use those planks for crafting one of the workbenches, I believe. Bones we can turn into nails. We learn how to make a bone. On my main character that I've been playing for like 100 some hours, I don't think I've ever made a bone. I don't think I've ever made a vine bush, despite the fact you learn the recipes for them. Like I say, there's a lot about this game I don't know. There's a lot my little simple retarded brain isn't going to be able to take in. For now, we need to pass out. Wait, whose bed is this? Who claimed that bed? I saw Lloyd's name on there. 2 citizens, 2 residents can share a bed. A makeshift bed for Lloydel. You know what? Fine. He can have the bed, that bed for now. It can be his. Mushrooms. I kind of want to sell it, but I'm going to eat it. Eat that. Oh, the mushroom poisoned me. Cool. Not all mushrooms are created equal, but we're going to eat them anyways. We're either going to die or become stronger. Copper rock. Don't really have to worry about things like copper for a while because the smelter is quite a ways away as far as workshop construction is concerned. There are a lot of different resources I'm going to have to farm in order to get there. Flour. Stones. What I really need to do also is farm a whole bunch of grass because we're going to need it. The whole world shakes. The whole world is going to randomly shake no matter where you are. I'm not sure how often it happens. I don't know why it happens yet. I haven't figured it out in the story. Unlike Elona, there is no ether wind in this game. Again, this is the prequel. Something happens in this game that creates the ether wind in Elona, and it's our job to find out what it is. Spoiler alert, we probably won't find out in this playlist. Getting to end game is going to take hundreds of hours for me. And the chance of me being able to record that many videos before I lose interest talking, probably not very good if I'm being honest. Probably not very good. My attention span these days, for the last few years, last decade basically, has been kind of hit or miss. Too many things in this world to do to spend months and months recording one series. Sorry guys, I just ain't that guy no more. Ain't that guy. Oh, yeah, give me all those leaves. Soon we'll have to make a trip to the beach. Get some various resources there. Things like needles. And there's also a resource called Big Leaf on the beach that we need in order to make rope. That is, of course, used in a whole bunch of recipes. See, birch branch, seeds of... You know what? No, I'll keep the seeds of berry because I will probably turn my farm... Whenever I get into farming, I will probably try to plant just a whole bunch of berries. And then I will have beehives, which will make honey. We'll turn the berries into wine. We'll turn the honey into wine. And we will hopefully get rich. Mushrooms, get out of here. I don't feel like being poisoned. Red grass... I don't feel like laying in my little straw bed over here shitting myself. It's the mushrooms course through my veins. Those mushrooms were not worth doing anything with. If I was able to build the barrels I need, I could have turned them into, I think, mushroom ale or something like that. Lloydel slides into bed now that we're up. Okay. Now, I'm not even going to look at what I can craft yet. I just want to clear this map. I probably have more than enough resources to craft a few more workshops that I'm going to need. What do you... What? A package arrives? Another letter. Journal of Lutz Volume 2. Life in the forest isn't bad. The nuts from the appy shrubs last a long time, and there are plenty of mushrooms and bamboo shoots to fill Mi-chan's belly. What fascinates me most, though, are the animal nests. From time to time, I find fertile eggs there, prized by the traveling merchants. One morning, an egg I had left on my straw bed hatched into a baby giant squirrel. I'm a little worried about how jealous Mi-chan will react, but I'm sure it'll grow to be a reliable companion. Surrounded by Riz-chan and Mi-chan, I found a small sense of peace until the next letter. So, that's a hint. All of these are hints about what to do. If we do find any eggs, we will maybe try and build a bed for them. We can hatch them, and it'll give us a new companion that'll follow us around. We can either let them live as a resident, or turn them into livestock, or just... Actually, you know what I'll do? We'll turn them into a mount. I don't have that ability yet, but I will. Get mounts in this game. You can also... I don't really know how to describe it. It's called symbiosis. You basically merge with an NPC, and their stats help boost yours. They can act as a damage shield for you. I think it's important to do those things as early as you can, because those are skills that you need to level up in order to get the most out of them. Already tired. A lot of people I see complaining about the stamina system. I don't really think it's that bad. Yeah, it kind of hamstrings you at the beginning, but oh well. Just makes you focus on resting and doing other things, bouncing around. We're gonna leave that tree. There we go. I wanted to take a bit of damage before we sleep. If I sleep too early, I feel like I'm being lazy. What we got there? Petite. It's petite. Petite? Petite blood? What's going to happen to Mycelia now? Well, I don't know. Because I still really don't understand what's going on. I know there was a war at one point. Shit hit the fan. I'm just a nameless wanderer. Congratulations on earning a feat point. What? You don't know what feet are? Oh, I know what feet are. Come on now. I've got 2 of them. Feats are special traits you have, like being really fast or super strong. You can earn them by using feat points. You see this down here? When you perform actions and grow, this gauge fills up. And once it's full, you earn a feat point. Click on it, you can choose it. If you don't need anything specific now, you can save it for later. And note that some feats have prerequisites. Good lord. For example, the gourmet feat won't appear unless you've learned the cooking skill. So, we're going to have to head out at some point and learn a whole bunch of skills. What I'm going to focus on, instead of all of these that add things like life and mana, vigor, defense, these are general feats. I think these are more towards endgame what you want to focus on. I could be wrong. Same with these ones, available feats, skills. Same with these ones. What we're going to focus on are the available feats special. So, we have Animal Lover. Your love of animals leads you to understand animal language. Gives us 2 charisma right off the bat, and you can understand animals. There's also Exorcist. It nullifies curses occasionally, which is nice. Easy Sleeper. Increased stamina recovery while sleeping, and increased chance of learning a recipe when sleeping. Party Animal for an additional ally. I'll be leveling all of these up at some point. Lonely Soul, boost attributes proportional to max ally vacancies. This might be good, even in conjunction with having a full party. That way, as your teammates die, you slowly gain power. As the situation gets more dire, you lock in. You become more of a badass. Shepherd, 1 max summon. I hate summons. Just gonna let you know, I probably won't be summoning too many things unless it's a dire situation. Even with summoning rods. Because what's gonna happen, I'll tell you what's going to happen. It's going to summon me a companion that casts flame and fire all over the place, and it's going to burn all my items. And I don't think you can dismiss summons. I don't think you can dismiss summoned animals and things like that. At least I never figured out how. I always had to go into a dungeon and get them killed. We can learn how to taunt, which I don't really care about right now. Don't care about basic heavy casting, reduced casting penalty when wearing heavy armor or a shield, or model follower. Automatically pray at the end of the day, if possible. This is one of the first ones we're going to be going for. Every day you'll pray, it raises your faith, it raises the standing with your god. I don't know why you wouldn't do it. But for now, we're going to level up our sleeping because I want as much stamina every time I sleep as possible. Because every time we sleep, that's wasted time that is just getting us closer to the next tax payment. We don't want that. So easy sleeper it is. And then level 2 will be deep sleeper. I think there's 3 levels of that. Let me check my profile. Is there anything interesting on here? We can track skills too. Let's see. Spot hidden. Martial arts. I don't really have a good place for this at this resolution. Say martial arts. I don't have a weapon yet, so we're not going to level any of that up. Strategy. Throwing, I don't care about. I don't care about tracking it. Travel. Allows you to receive more experience from traveling. I think for now we'll just keep martial arts and strategy up there. Eventually I'll put lockpicking. I'll have a whole bunch of skills that I'm wanting to watch over there. Oh. Come here, you fir tree. That is most of the plants. Which means we're going to have to start heading off of our map if we want some resources. That. See a few sprouts, but whatever. Maybe they'll be full-fledged flowers tomorrow. Junk stone. I'm sure there's a use for junk stone, but I don't know it. So let's see what we can craft. I can craft the sawmill now that I need to make planks, so let's do that. At the start here, it really does not matter what your stuff is made out of. Just get it made. Carpenter's table. I have to make some planks for that. Tinkerer's table. I need a table and a chair. Everything is like, you gotta build one, and then you gotta make stuff, and then you gotta build another one. Gotta jump through hoops after hoops after hoops. I'm gonna end up with a whole bunch of workstations, half of which I don't even use, but I only crafted them because I needed like one thing that they produce in order to make another workshop. Whirr. The sound comes from beneath our feet, from the sky. It seems to come from every direction all at once. No, don't die. Put that in there and crash. Gonna be spending a lot of time doing a little bit of work and then sleeping. A little bit of work and then sleeping. Let's see, we improved our bait. Someday we will be a master at it. So already starting to get kind of stressed out about food. So, Tinkerer's table, Carpenter's, let's craft that. And then at the Carpenter's table, we will make a table and chair. I thought we would make it there. It's categorized as a table, okay. Do that, do that. And then I can craft the Tinkerer's table. And it just goes on and on and on. Cutting board, no. I do need to make a loot, that way I can perform. I can go into towns, play my music, Make a little bit of money that way so I don't have to go into a dungeon and get my ass kicked. But I need sticks, I need string. How much string can I make? You know what? It costs 8 stamina. I've got 7. Yeah, we're gonna do it. 1 stamina, 1 HP. Back to sleep. I think this is the part a lot of people have problems with. They start starving and panicking from all the sleep they have to do, from not having enough stamina. Okay, where is it? And I need sticks. So, take that. Actually, grass branch. What's the hardest stick I've got? Is it rosewood? It is, and I've got a bunch of those. What you craft your tools out of determines what materials you can break with them, how quickly you cut things down, how efficient they are. Every little detail matters. Okay, so now what did he want me to make? A hoe and wait, it was a hoe and a shovel, wasn't it? Let's see, a hoe and a shovel, yeah. I guess I can kick these off of my tracker. Build the first house. I don't need that. I don't care about that one. That one, yeah. 2 of those are still on my main character, 100 hours into the game. They've never left. I've never been able to complete them. It's like super long-term goals, I guess. So, hoe and shovel. I need to make some nails. Good lord, crafting 6 of them would cost 24 stamina. And again, because my crafting skill is only 1, and it's a crafting skill 4 item, it costs more stamina. If my skill was higher, it would probably just cost 1 stamina per nail. Everything gets easier over time. You just have to level up. You just have to stick with it. Can't give up. We learn how to make poster. Okay, I'm hungry. And there's no food on the map. Things are gonna get ugly. Can I kill a sheep? Let's find out. That was auto combat. What is my character set up for? It says I'm set up for archer for auto combat, but I'm gonna say predator. I think that's like some type of debuffer that tries to put people to sleep. I need to set this up. Always stay by me while in combat. I don't want you all running off. Pick up the fish. Keep playing the instrument. So archer would be long distance auto combat, but I don't have any long distance weapons. Fighter is up close and personal. Tanks try to taunt first, and I think, yeah, tanks try to taunt. Healers are explanatory mages. Hexer is like cursing, debuffing. Summoner in auto combat will try to summon as many things as it can before it goes into combat mode. Predators I'm not sure about. I think it's more like, again, like a debuffing ranger type thing. And paladins are tanks that also heal, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's important that I pick, if I'm going to do anything at all with magic, I need to start leveling my abilities, my magic abilities early on. Use all my abilities automatically. I don't really care. Don't want to use turbo mode because that's how I die. Use buffs and heals to the entire party. Don't chase the target. Don't auto combat neutral NPCs. Say abort it when my ally is... I want to abort the auto combat all the time. All the time. Anything happens, abort auto combat so I can adjust and analyze the situation. I think I'm going to leave this on Hexer for now. Probably doesn't matter too much because I don't have that many abilities. No, I wanna punch the goat. Oh, interesting. I'm gonna say auto combat doesn't work because it was a neutral character at one point. Oh, hey there. Treasure chest. 21 orens, a water trough, and a stone decorative necklace. Now, how much does this weigh? Only 20 pounds? We'll take it. What I am here for, though, is food. I almost forgot. Enemies do drop corpses and stuff for you to cook. So why is this not working? Oh, because I had it on disabled. What? So I don't understand. I'm losing my damn mind, folks. Dodo, you went extinct because you're delicious. I'm sorry, Banui. But I really need meat and corpses and a little bit of skill. Take that. Bamboo. Okay. I'll say, I don't know if bamboo can be devoured at that stage, but I guess it can. Take that. I grab... Ooh. Hell yeah. Oh man, I forgot... When this game first was released on early access, those fucking crabs, you could not hit them. You couldn't do it. Which meant they were great for leveling your skill. So what I really need to do is head to town. So I can buy a whole bunch of cheap bread or travel rations. Come here, you little gnome. Yeah, gnomes will teleport away after they steal something from you. So if you ever see a gnome just teleport somewhere when they've been right next to you, it's probably because they got what they wanted and they left. Come here, you. So yeah, if that happens in a dungeon, chase that bastard down. Because you don't know what he got. Maybe he got your money. Maybe he got one of your legendary mythical items that you just looted. Get him! Get him! Kill it! Hell yeah. Bloodthirsty little bodyguard. Let's see, hardly any food here. Come here, Banui. Say, I hate doing that, but I need corpses and meat. Strategy 2. Can I get a hell yeah? Okay. So it's not a whole lot of food, but it's something. Just place that right there for now. Generally, I won't be picking those chests up because they don't have enough storage space for me. But in the beginning, you take whatever storage you can get. Trust me. Corpse of a yeek. Unless you want to spend time going out there, wasting your stamina, gathering more stuff to craft chests, which again I'll be doing at some point, anyways. Water trough. Now my question is, can I get water out of this thing? I believe the answer is yes. Items with a question mark. You can see it says identify to reveal more about this item. I could equip it, but if it's cursed, I won't be able to take it off, and it could do negative stuff. Eventually, I can unlock the appraiser skill, which we will probably be going to do as early as possible, and we will passively identify items that are in our inventory. What do I want to craft? A hoe and a shovel. A hoe and a shovel. A hoe and a shovel. I've only got granite stones. We'll use that. Okay, put that on my hotbar. Lloyd's gonna show us how to be a farmer. So you don't want to craft your shovel and your hoe out of limestone if those are the first rocks you run across, by the way. I wouldn't do it. Probably doesn't make a difference as far as tilling the ground goes, but... Hey, I need to talk to you, buddy. Come here. Well done. Those are fine, hoe and shovel. They suit you well. You can remove grasses with the shovel, then till the soil with the hoe to make a farming field, which is essential for crop cultivation. I will give you these seeds for the reward. Try making a field and sowing them. But let me teach you something important before you go. Every crop and plant on this land consume fertility. If the fertility drops too low, the soil will become barren, and the yield of your crops will decrease. You can check the current fertility level on the home board. When fertility is low, a quick solution is to clear the weeds and cut down trees around the area. Remember this well. So what did you give me? 5 seeds of mushroom. I want to move these gallows out of the way. I'm gonna put those to use at some point. So, let's do a bit of digging. I think that the farm signs are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think they're 5 by 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I feel like that's way more than 8. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I guess I was right. 9, 10. Space between them. You'll see what I'm doing here in a little bit. Right now I'm just wasting stamina. There are these things called signs that we can place. And they have a 5 by 5 radius. And anything in that radius as far as farming goes, your NPC residents will take care of it. I need to sleep. Excuse me, Lloydle. I guess we're just gonna climb into this bed here and cuddle with Lloydle through the night. Keep us nice and warm. We improve the recipe of tightrope, despite the fact I've never crafted one in my life. I'm not actually gonna plant this stuff yet, so I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Drop this off. In fact, let's see. Treasure chest. I'll start collecting all of my seeds in here. Mushroom seeds, berry seeds, bamboo branch. I should probably just throw that away. I'm not gonna have a whole lot of bamboo. It's not something I go out of my way to collect. I'm not checking the board either. We got too much crap to do right now. A mixer. We would have to make clay for that. To make clay, we have to have a kiln, which I do not have yet. So what am I missing here? I need more string. I really just kind of want to waste all of my stamina on this. I don't know if there's any use for just regular vines, so might as well turn them all into strings. Tightrope we need big leaves for. Probably go get those next video. But let's make a loot. In my mind, I'm debating, do I want to make this loot out of oak, or do I want to go to the beach? Get some palulu. No, we'll just do this. Say, we don't have to make a beautiful loot yet. We can make a leash for walking our pet, little girl. A sickle, a farmer's tool for harvesting seeds. It'll be tarnished and have a max quality of -10 because it is well above my skill level. So, Can't really do anything else. Unless I want to hurt myself. Get into some self-harm, which I really don't. Not interested in dying from that. We come up with a recipe. Bar stool. Now, let's see here. We're going to play for our friends. They'll throw money at us. Oh god, they hurt me. Oh, fuck! I didn't expect to die that quick. Fiamma shoots us and kills us. Let's see. So, Fiamma threw a pot of dirty water that shattered in our face. The water is contaminated. It gets into our mouth, into our eyes. It goes up our nose. We're dimmed. We have to eat something now because we puke, so we're starving. We're wet from it. How foolish, Fiamma says, and gets angry at us. Right before we die, we pick up our own vomit. And because of that, Fiamma shoots us and kills us, and then brushes the dirt off her clothes. Okay. You know what? That's how it's gonna be? Is that how it's gonna be, Fiamma? Let me see your home equipment. Actually, I'm gonna buy these right here. I need these now. Millstone, I don't need that. Sculpting table, I don't need that. Practice chest, I don't need any of that. You don't sell anything. Lloydel, what do you have for sale? I know you've got some useful stuff. Block recipes, this will teach us how to craft blocks out of things like wood blocks, stone blocks, poo blocks, vomit blocks. A resident list. Same thing as the resident board, except it's portable. A faction board allows you to rename your faction. I don't want to waste a gold bar on it. A build board, that allows you to enter a kind of build mode where you can flatten the land or you can raise it. Kind of useful, but I don't need it yet. Wall workshop. So that would let me craft various walls that are not made of grass. Sturdy box. Platform if we wanted raised floors. A flooring workshop if we want, obviously, flooring other than dirt. Block workshop. So he sells block workshop too. Quest board, we've already got one of those. A fancier quest board. And a boring quest board. You've got a whistle apiece. This is... I want to say it's a pain in the ass to craft because it takes a specific item that I don't think I've ever seen even on my main character. But the whistle apiece, if you use it, your companions will stop attacking until you blow it again. A delivery box could be useful. We'll get into delivery boxes at some point. I think the game goes into a little bit of an explanation about them. And open for business. A law to allow guests to visit your home. This will be one of the first books I buy. This lets tourists show up. It lets customers show up. Once I get a building built, I will probably build another one. I'll build one for me. One for me and the residents. It'll have beds and stuff like that, and then it'll have another section dedicated to just my workshop buildings, or my workshops? My workshop furniture? And then we'll have another building that is nothing, it's just for guests, it's for tourists. It'll have fancy beds, it'll be set up like a tavern and a bar. So I'm gonna wait on open for business, but that's coming. Home board. Place you, resident board. No, don't throw it.
Here's the list of the residents at your base. Do you see the briefcase icon next to their names? If you hover the mouse over it, you can see their hobbies and jobs. Residents have various jobs. Some improve the security or fertility of your base, while others produce valuable items. However, if the environment isn't right, the residents won't do their jobs. Jobs shown in yellow are currently impossible to perform. Usually, if you place the right furniture for the job at your base, they'll start working, but not always. Sometimes they're just lazy sacks of crap. For example, a bookshelf is needed for research jobs. The efficiency of their work will increase as the residents grow. The quality of their beds also affects efficiency, so it's a good idea to have one bed for each resident. Sure, you can double them up, but it's not really a good idea.
And right now, all we have is Lloydel. He has a bed, it's a crappy makeshift bed, and his work is supervising, which is administration +1, which I believe we'll see on the other board. And if I had a farm sign placed, he would do gardening for me automatically. We don't have any livestock, we don't have any guests. Here we can see administration. Because of him, we're up to administration level 3, a technology to manage home necessary for implementing a greater number of laws. When you learn these skills, you'll be able to use gold bars to level them up. Something I'm not going to be doing for probably forever. Because using 6 gold bars for an additional 1 point doesn't make sense to me early on. Again, gold bars are pretty valuable. Pretty hard to get early on. We can have a total of 6 residents, and our fertility is 80, which means we can have roughly 80 plants. It depends on how much fertility they use. And in 11 days, we will get our first tax levy, which might be around 500 orange. That's great. Vomit. It is categorized as garbage. It is edible. I am going to put the vomit in here. I am eventually going to use the vomit. It makes a good weapon, just so you know. You take it into dungeons with you, and you run into a hard enemy, a boss or something, you throw vomit on them, they eat it, they get sick, they get confused, things like that. Very useful. Put that in there. Okay, let's see. Let's go through these workbench items again. What else do I want to make? I don't have any stamina because I got murdered. That's right. Because she's a hater, okay? Remember that. Fia is a hater. We improve the recipe of makeshift bed. I do need a weapon. What do we want to make it out of? Hardness 30, 20, 20... Hardness of 30. Hardness of 30. I don't have any magical stones, unfortunately, but let's craft us a weapon. Next video, maybe we will do a little bit of dungeon diving. See what we can get down there. I mean, I need to make some money before the taxes come. As much as I want to sit here and build, building does not really make you money. So this sword is a rosewood short sword. 2d4. 1 means a hit +1. It penetrates 15%, which is not much. There are some enemies that if you can't penetrate defenses, forget it. You might as well just run away. Put it there. You can dual wield in this, but it affects your hit chance and things like that. So I will probably put a shield in my offhand for now. A bow. Bows use ammunition unless you give them to your pet. See, it takes 13 ammunition and then you have to reload. If you give it to your pet, they don't ever run out of ammo. I can give all my ranged weapons to my pets. There's only one ranged weapon that I will use, and when we get it, I will be ecstatic. And I'm not going to talk about it until we get it. I'm going to have to cut down a lot of trees to find it. Grass, bark, rope. Craft us a pair of shoes, because I need armor. And I just noticed something. A rotten raw food shirt. Dodge value -1. Did I start with this? They started me in clothing made of food. Disgusting. Absolutely vulgar. Boomerang. This is pretty close to the ranged weapon I want. I think I'll craft it. It'll do. It'll do. Until I find the best ranged weapon that I know about. However, I think I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. Whenever we come back, more Elin. I don't know what we're going to be doing. I might do some dungeon diving. I really want to get my first house set up and built, though. But I also want to get about 500 orans here, just in case when the tax bill comes due, I can pay it damn near instantly. And I don't have to stress out about being late and missing it. Either way, I'll see you all next time.